Get in, losers. We're going fat testing. Welcome to IAAPA. This is my first time here as at the IAAPA conference. I am completely lost because I don't know what all's going on. I've been trying to study, watch videos, but there is so much here, and I am so excited to show you, especially if we can test and show you some of the upcoming rides that are going to open soon. I'm here at a new zero gravity ride. This has only been at one other park right now, and they call it Whirlpool. But I'm told there is not a weight limit on it. Looks like an old Gravitron to me. He mentioned like a hell hole or some other things, but this looks very exciting. I'm gonna go fat test it right now. They have a theme park and a portable model of this. For reference, this holds up to 32 people. So I'm standing on this.
Why did I agree to this?
This is exciting. You do have to put your feet on there. So Gravitron has a weight limit. I've seen it at the state fair. This is great for a state fair, something like Florida State Fair or something. If somebody wanted to buy this one, I think this looks like it's going to be a great updated model. Also, you're not as claustrophobic. It's not built in. I'm impressed so far. Let's see if I actually like the ride. I'm nervous. I feel like, so they said 32 people. It's like 3 people for each thing. Oh boy.
Oh, holy cow!
Whoa!
Signed up for this?
Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh! This is amazing. Oh gosh.
You can't even tell we're still on flat surface.
We're not on flat surface. What are you talking about?
The ride is, not us.
No. My gimbal's not moving very quickly because of that. This is a fan. Oh, that's going up now. I will say, with the opening up top, it makes it a little more bit dizzy. And when it stops, actually, well, I think you get a little dizzier because of the open part, but it's not that bad. But you don't feel, that was so cool. Okay, that one passed fat test, and it was so much fun. I loved it. Oh my goodness, that was great. I don't know how I like the idea of you having to go back down steps right afterwards. I'm not dizzy really though.
It's a really good ride.
Yeah, that was fantastic. If you want to check it out, contact Scotty Henderson at Rides for You Inc. Definitely passed the fat test. On to the next one. Welcome to the jungle. Wow. I'm finally in, and I made it to the S&S booth because there's about to be a Hershey press conference.
Really cool about it.
Some big news to share. My name is Quinn Briner. I'm the Director of Public Relations at Hershey Park, and on behalf of our Hershey Park team, we are so excited to join with S&S Worldwide today to unveil the gondola for our new ride coming in 2025, Twisted Gravity. Are you ready to see it? So our guests are going to sit in 4 branded gondola zones that represent Twizzler flavors. So cherry, strawberry, licorice, and of course, Hershey's chocolate. But even better than that is this will be the tallest screaming swing in the world when it opens next summer at Hershey Park.
It was over 30 years ago that our founder, Stan Checketts, had an idea. While tossing his grandchildren in the air and playing with them, he realized he wanted to give that same excitement and same thrill to adults worldwide. And that's when the air launch technology was born, right then and there.
I can tell you based on what I'm seeing from this, because it is a side bar, so that's going to come over your stomach from right to left or left to right. Because of that, I've always had a lot of trouble with rides like this. I've never been able to fit on one that had this sort of mechanism as a plus size person. I don't think I'm going to be able to test the seat specifically, but I do think if you're my size, you'll probably have a bit of a tough time with a ride like this. I've never been able to do one of the gondolas or anything else with that side push, and a lot of the S&S gondolas have that. So just be prepared for that, but we'll see if we can test it out, and maybe we'll get to talk to them a little bit more. Do love the theming of it. It's 68 miles an hour, 40 seats, Twizzlers themed, obviously. One accessibility element on this ride is if you see these handles here, this is one, so most of these will open up to 90 degrees to get in. These will open up to 120 degrees to help you transfer into this vehicle, making it a little bit easier. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you me getting in it, but he said it's the same as the other gondolas. I've tried a lot of gondolas like this from S&S. Great company, great ride from everything I can tell. Unfortunately, I don't fit in it. So at my weight, with my size, with about a 52-inch waist, does not work for me. But if you want to try it, make sure you do, because it looks like it's going to be awesome coming up at a Hershey Park next year. Coming to Hershey Park in summer of 2025. There's a bald eagle on top. This is so funny. Okay, the Trump tells all. There's also gold bars in here, by the way. Can you see me? Is it? Okay. All right, so you just put your money in normally.
My father taught me the value of $1, and now I'm going to give you value for your money. Read my words, friend. It's better to keep your mouth shut and be thought a fool than to flap your gums and remove all doubt. Your president has plenty more wisdom for you. Drop in some more money, and you'll see you're going to get so tired of winning. Make America great.
That's hilarious.
This isn't fake news.
So it says, your next tweet, it could be the best one ever. Huge. People will talk about it for days, weeks, even months. Make sure it's something you want to be known for, because it will be. And then they have you lucky numbers as well. That's amazingly hilarious. So I'm here at the Vekoma booth about to do a reveal. I don't actually know what this is for. I think it's for VendataWorld. So we will see. This might be one of the first vehicles ever revealed for that theme park. We have no idea what's about to happen. VendataWorld is an upcoming theme park in Mexico that looks absolutely amazing. It's pure luxury is the word they use over and over again. This is the first ride vehicle we have seen for Vekoma. And it is for one of their roller coasters. They're going to have a ton of different rides and attractions, including a dine-in Cirque du Soleil dinner show. I hope to have the opportunity to go. Now, this roller coaster is a dual launch with a double spin, so I have a feeling I'm not going to fit in that one, but I will say Vekoma, in my opinion, has a lot of great rides. They actually did Barnstormer at Magic Kingdom. They did Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. They've done Boomerang, Batman the Ride. Now, I can't fit on all the Boomerangs, and I can't fit on Batman, but I can fit on Barnstormer. I can fit on several of the other rides I've seen them do. They're also good at storytelling and building around that. So we'll see what this ends up looking like. I think they're kind of, in my opinion, they're one of the more, they build a little bit more with accessibility in mind, but this is a dual launch coaster, so I'm going to say probably not, but we'll see what happens. So this is a model of what's coming to replace the Wild Arctic at SeaWorld. This is going to be a Soarin' style experience at SeaWorld. It does not have a name yet. It will likely be similar to something penguin oriented, because that's where it's going to go. There we go. Now you guys can see it. So there's going to be something penguin oriented with the flying gear, but you're not going to lift off the ground. Instead, you're going to go up to the different levels, and then it's going to turn, and then another group's going to be loaded in, and that's how you'll actually sit there. That's going to be coming to SeaWorld next year. By the way, it looks like that's going to be a seatbelt, and is supposed to be SeaWorld's most accommodating ride. I think SeaWorld's hopefully finally realized they don't have a lot of accommodating stuff, so good for them. So hopefully this will be a great experience, and we'll find out in a little over a year, I think. This is a virtual basketball opportunity here. It changes. You can play horse. You can play all kinds of different games. It measures how far away you are on the course. It has different points based on streaks. It does all kinds of fun stuff. But I'm terrible at basketball. Let's see how I do. I love all the free samples here for sure. I'm here at Pucker Power Candies. They do those powdery candies, or these things called bits, which are very much like Nerds, and they taste delicious. I never realized it, but I guess these are all the same company, J&J Snack Food. I actually am going to a thing with them tomorrow, but they have the ices, they have Dippin' Dots, they have soft pretzels, ooh, cotton candy machines. Also, State Fair Mini Donuts is here. Gotta love some mini donuts. So they have icy and Fanta. We saw a lot of Fanta at, thank you so much.
There you go, buddy.
Halloween Horror Nights. And the Slush Puppy. Pre-gel frozen desserts. Oh, look at this stuff. This looks great. So I'm in line for these pretzels. These are Ben Soft pretzels. This is the pretzels that are coming to Dollywood next year. I'll be honest, at first I thought you were selling hats. So
it's the colorful hat circus and variety. Got magic, juggling, circus.
Very cool. Very nice. Here's their information. This unit itself will be going to Dollywood if you happen to be going to Dollywood, and you can grab some of Ben's soft pretzels. All right, time for an honest review of Ben's soft pretzels. This is the size they gave us. I do not know if this is the size that will be at the parks. So let's try it. Oh, wow. Okay, obviously that is extremely fresh. It's very soft. And for the first time ever, I was like, there's no cheese sauce? No, no cheese sauce. I don't think it needs it. Because usually you gotta like cover up the taste. It's got a good salt amount. What do you think?
Really good. Ben does a good job.
They're really good. Somebody asked Ben to teach Mickey how to make a pretzel. Mickey can't make a pretzel. This is delicious. All that great bowling alley carpet that you grew up with, here it is. This is fun. We have a tractor beverage. Organic. These are the healthier versions. That's cool. Just try the mango. Now, I don't know, I've never seen the frozen anywhere, but I will say these you can find at, you said at Chipotle and Smashburger, and I love some Chipotle, so now I know what to order next time I go to Chipotle. That's delicious. And I got a hat. Also, fun fact, I was talking to the sales lady there, the one running the booth, and her husband's name is Jason Vaughn, so that was fun. And they spelled it the right way, which is rare. All right, gang, we're gonna try some Oh Snap pickles. What kind do we have here?
We got the dilly.
This is the dilly. I assume this is like the traditional, right? That's a good crisp. This is the hot one. He didn't tell me how hot it was, so we'll find out. Ooh, okay, that hit. All right, now we're gonna try sassy.
That's sassy. That's the sweet and spicy.
That's me, I'm sassy. All right. Oh, that's interesting. What is that?
Sweet and spicy.
Oh, that is unique. That's fun. I didn't like the hottie. That was not for me. I mean, not in this situation. And maybe some other time I might like it. And the dilly, that was a good pickle. And that sassy is just fun. That's good.
Yep.
Oh Snap Pickling Company.
Snap.
Got Albany's candy. Look at this. These guys have some, I always feel like they are like luxurious candy. I don't know if it's just the packaging. I don't know what they're like, if it's a price point thing. I honestly, but I always just feel like it's clean, it looks healthier. Maybe that's what it is. So these are their new ones. I like the other ones. They're not like super chewy like other gummy bears. So these are the true to fruit. I've never tried these. These are supposed to be like more natural flavors. So let's find out. Ooh. That's tasty. So 40 below, looks like it's a Dippin' Dot competitor. Oh, they have strawberry daiquiri. That sounds good. So they've got some unique flavors here. French vanilla, they do coffee. I'm not a coffee fan, so I'm not gonna try that one. They have a lot of like frozen fruit. Huh. I will go with strawberry daiquiri, sadly without the alcohol. You guys a better look at that. Also, I like the little disposable spoons they have. All right. More refreshing. It tastes more like a fruit, like much more fresh than a traditional Dippin' Dots. I love Dippin' Dots, but these are good. 40 below, 40 degrees below. Definitely one of the more popular booths here, I'm betting. Luxury massage chairs. Well, that's definitely an attention getter. If you buy 3 of them or more, it's $2,700. So I'm at this CSE booth where they do these different exercise movement machines, and it's meant to make it kind of a video game. And let's try it out. They got me exercising here at IAAPA.
Left or right, you know, you can turn the...
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Makes it all different, you know?
I am worn out now. I might have to try the others a different time. Woo! I don't know if you guys could tell, but you control it with these buttons here. So you move left or right, and then if you press both of them at the same time, you jump. So that's how that works. Run, and then see, I can turn. Unknown, untold Jason Von Lower. My dad owned a Snocone shop, little cart thing, long ago that I used to work at. Here's the flavoring. I went with the red and blue, so now we have red, white, and blue. Tastes like America. It's good Snocone. I don't know what flavor Tiger's Blood actually is.
Strawberry and coconut.
Strawberry and that's the coconut. Okay. Now I know. I don't know why, now that I've told you guys that, I'm having a nostalgia kick. My dad died in 2016. We weren't very close the last few years. By the way, big shout out to the custodial team. With all this little stuff going around, they keep everything clean. All the messes are cleaned up fast. This place could become a disaster fast, and I'm impressed with the Orange County Convention Center custodial team. So shout out to them. Nice work. Max Flights. Okay, so I haven't seen one of these in a long time. They used to be in Disney Quest, and I've seen one at, I believe it was ZDT in Seguin, Texas. Went all in on pumpkins. That's cool. Okay, they went more all in than I thought. Yeah, now I'm ready for the movie. So this little wood play mechanism, they have a little thing. Now it's, you have to bend down there, but again, it's for kids, of course. And then they have all these other little walkthroughs, little slide for kids. Dogwood. Let's see what I got in the prize. All right, I took the plastic off already. Can I get it open? Oh, look at the turtle. That is cute. Oh, I think. It's some of my favorite people. IBCC, yes. All right, we're going to stop and talk to these folks for a while when they're ready. And the certification program, can you explain like what kind of training you guys do?
Yeah, so with the certification program, we have 3 requirements for travel organizations. The first is training, so we want to make sure that staff know a little bit about accessibility, neurodiversity, what to be aware of, what to look for. And then the second requirement is that we do an on-site review, so we actually come on-site and help them see things from the perspective of somebody with sensory needs. And then the third is the certification credential with an ongoing renewal. So like any good credentialing program, we want to make sure that there's a renewal process. People are staying up to date on training and making sure that they're continuing to go through that process.
So I know in SeaWorld, one of the things I noticed in Sesame Street Land specifically is they actually put all the sensory details on their rides, which is unusual. I don't know many other places that do that. I assume you guys are the ones that helped them develop that?
That's correct. Yeah, great eye on that. So our sensory guides are something that we do as part of the on-site review. So our goal there is any ride, families are going to know what to expect. They're going to know what the sensory aspects are. If there's things that may not be readily apparent when you come up to the water slide, like there's strobe lights inside, they can see all that information ahead of time and make an informed decision.
What are some things that a lot of theme parks that don't work with you guys just don't realize until they start working with you?
So I think one of the big things is just how many people are coming into the theme park that have sensory needs. So there's 1 in 6 in the United States that has sensory needs, 1 in 36 that are diagnosed with autism. So it's a very large portion of the population that have sensory needs and may not be readily apparent. So I think sometimes theme parks think, well, we don't see a lot of those accessibility needs, but that's just because they're not telling you. So once they go through certification, they're surprised at how many guests have such great feedback, and then also employees. They're surprised at how many employees say, this directly impacts me or somebody I love.
That's really cool. So it sounds like a lot of what the work you guys are doing is in sensory right now. What other kind of training and certification have you guys offered for folks so they can better understand accessibility?
That's a great question. So right now, especially in the travel and entertainment, we focused on sensory and helping bring light to hidden disabilities, so neurodiversities, all of those different things. Really helping companies take it a little bit further than ADA. But as a company, we started out in healthcare and education. So we do still currently certify ERs, urgent cares, hospital systems, fire, police, school systems, learning centers, and have position-specific training for those organizations as well.
That's really cool. I had no idea about that one. And so brag on a couple theme parks right now, if you don't mind, kind of what theme parks are doing it right with accessibility, whether from just in general. Obviously, sensory is a big focus right now. I work with theme parks on one of my close friends was born with no arms and no legs. So, I love theme parks like Morgan's Wonderland, which is one of the few places where they've really gone out of their way. But what are some other places that are really stepping up their game on accessibility and trying to find some ways for people to be better accommodated without losing everything else that the theme park wants to offer and the people they want to attract?
Yeah, of course. So I spoke to him just a little while ago, so they're top of the mind, but Legoland does a great job. We have 6 different Legolands certified nationwide, and they have really stepped up their game on creating, with the Peppa Pig World, they have wheelchair accessible rides that the kids can get on and ride. They also have sensory rooms. They're putting in multiple sensory rooms that they're adding on currently that are going to be opening soon. And they're really doing a great job. I also spoke with Knoebels today, which is a smaller family-owned amusement park, but they do a great job with accessibility.
That's in Pennsylvania for folks.
Yes, yeah. They do a great job with accessibility as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that. Anything else people should know about IBCCES? We're going to talk tomorrow about the new app at the press conference, but what else should people know? And because again, I've got a lot of folks that use accessibility needs that follow me. When applying, can you give any advice for who should be applying and the best way to go through that process, and maybe even when to go through that process before? Because I know you guys are fast, which I really appreciate. A lot of people think it's got to, but you guys do it very quickly. But could you kind of go over that process for folks real quick?
Sure, yeah. So the accessibility card process, we want to make it easy and simple for users to go online and go through that process. So the goal is to make it so that they can do it online as well. I know it's not as comfortable sometimes to do that process at the park, and streamlining it so when you get to the park you can go through and get the accommodations you need. Anybody that would require accommodation, some people think it's just, well, I can't stand in line, I need it. But we also have people who are diabetic and they would need access to outside food that's not provided in the theme park. So they can then still apply for the accessibility card with those specific accommodations. And the theme park can match the accessibility accommodations to what the person brings in when they come with their accessibility card. So really is, if you need accessibility accommodations due to anything, then the accessibility card is a good option to apply for and then match your needs to what the theme park can provide.
Thank you. And I want to add to that, it does depend on the theme park then what they will accept from that. Some theme parks, movement or not being able to stand in line, they're going to say, well, you just need to get a wheelchair or a scooter. They're going to want you to make other accommodations besides an accessibility card. So that is up to the theme park at that point. But you guys are able to navigate that for the theme park's needs as well and how they want to handle it. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's a very good point. So it's up to the theme park on what they can match to your accommodation needs, but when you bring your accessibility card to the theme park, that lets them know, I've been through this process, I've been through this verification process, here are my needs, whether it be, standing in line is obviously the one that comes to most people's mind, but if you have sensory needs, if you have a service animal, if you have dietary restrictions, if all of those things can be chosen as accommodation needs within the accessibility card, and then when you show that to the theme park, they're able to say, we have these things to match with you, or we have something else that we can provide for you.
And I'll also add frequent restroom needs or things that happen to go with that. So that's something that you guys can really consider for them. But thank you so much. I told you this would be painless.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for making it painless. And I know you mentioned the accessibility app. We are very excited about that. We just launched that this year. So really happy. Please check it out. It's free to download, free to use.
Thank you so much. I'll be doing their press conference tomorrow to cover it. Thanks, guys. I'm here at the Beauregard and Mabillard booth here at IAAPA, and they have revealed this new roller coaster. This is the Launch Wing coaster, and it's going to be coming to King's Dominion. It looks like this is going to be similar to the Eagle coaster at Dollywood, which unfortunately I did not fit on. Unfortunately, I can't try out the seat, and I don't think they really have any, they didn't really have any accessibility information available. They didn't know much or weren't able to release much. So if I had to guess based on the model, that's going to be a no for most plus-size people, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't go check it out if you'd like to. Hopefully I'll make it to King's Dominion at some point and be able to check it out next year. Okay, I am trying out.
So.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
Look at that. Okay, I'm here at the water tag booth, and these guys, this fits, no extensions needed. I mean, you could add extensions to it if you needed to, but if it can fit all this, it can fit pretty much anybody. So this is actually awesome. Let me show you their booth real quick. Okay, you gotta aim high. Aim high. Got a low arc. There we go. I'm getting the hang of it. These deals are pretty good.
It's a full kit for 30 players.
That's crazy.
30 vets and weapons, 7 barrels that you can set up anywhere, and access to the website with all the know-how. Okay? This is
I don't think there's a lot of know-how, but yeah.
There is.
That's okay.
6 different games and rules and stuff.
Oh, game, yeah.
It's a surprise.
That's awesome.
It is.
Okay, Mack Rides. This is how you make a model of a theater. Look at that. I can actually see what's going on. This is the new Angry Bird Fury Road. Looks like I got here just in time to try it out. Man. Aha! I'm not trying to win a race. I'm trying to do the most damage. I have my own Angry Bird prize. That actually was a lot of fun. I will say it's not as intuitive as you think it's going to be for a racing game. First off, like I said, I think I said like 4 times, But yeah, you're trying to do all the damage you can, so don't worry about being too fast. And make sure you know what your buttons do. I think it would probably take somebody a couple times. I wish there was a little bit better explainer on it. But beyond that, I think it was a really fun game. Just finished up IAAPA Day 1. Got it through about 10% of everything that's here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for more fact tests and more showing what's going on at theme parks around the world and all sorts of amusement parks. And tomorrow, there's a world record drone show happening. So make sure to tune back in.